Thank you.
Let me see the last.
You made it right on the timer.
I know that case is getting heavier.
It's actually kind of like
Get rid of a lot
we're
of
solving problems, Larry. Solving problems.
That's your job.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's cause problems, depending on who you ask.
Hopefully solving today.
That was not causing problems.
All right, it's standard. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. If we can take a moment to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So to start off today's meeting, we are going to revise our reorganization of the Board of Trustees. It was in your board packet. We will be updating to add Dr. Eastis to our organization, and we are moving Chris Bomber to replace Tina Disbrow. Does anyone have any questions on that?
Do we need a motion?
I need a motion to approve.
All right, I'll make a motion to update and amend the board assignments.
Thank you, Jeremy. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Sean. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. At this time, I will turn it over to Dr. Estes for her first official school board meeting to go over the BCSC vision.
Great, thank you. Just as we start every meeting, we're going to start our meeting today with the vision of the district. Together with our community, BCSC is committed to providing an engaging and relevant learning environment based on a strong foundation of academic knowledge, transferable skills, and real-world experiences. Batesville Bulldogs embody confidence, empathy, and resiliency to ensure 21st century success. So we do just have one change to our agenda for today. We're going to table an item that's listed down below in number 7, which was entitled Request of Grant Easement. We're not going to have discussion on that particular topic today. So we will start with our consent agenda items, and the first one on the docket is our minutes. Minutes of the regular session meeting held on February 18th, 2026 were sent to the board for review. We're asking for a motion to approve those minutes.
Does anyone have questions on the minutes?
No,
Can I seek a motion to get
I'll
those?
make that motion to approve the February 18th minutes.
Thank you, Larry. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Sean. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Great, thank you. Next on the agenda is payroll journals and register of claims. So much of that was sent to the board ahead of time for your review. You did get a few new items today that we'll give you a few minutes to take a look at.
Does anyone have any questions about the additional bills that we received today?
No,
Everything looks straightforward to me. I'll make a motion to approve the payroll journals and register of claims.
Thank you, Jeremy. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Sean. All those in favor say aye.
aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Next, we have our personnel report. Also, the board received much of that ahead of time. We do have one addition. BHS custodial staff, Caleb, I'm heard his name is Bo Tinker, resigned, and you'll see that on your personnel report there.
Does anyone have any questions on the personnel?
No, I'll make a motion to approve
Thank you, Larry.
as
Do
presented.
I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Jeremy. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Next on the agenda are travel requests. We do have 2 travel requests that you can see there on your board backup. So we're requesting approval at this time.
Does anyone have any questions about the travel requests that have been made?
No questions, and I will make a motion to approve those requests.
Thank you, Blaine. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Larry. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Next up is our financial report, and I'll turn that over to Mr. Tim Hunter for our monthly update.
Thank you. The financial report was in the board packet and it is up on the screen. I will make one correction. I think last month, Mr. Merkel had asked about the balance in the operations fund, and I think I misunderstood his question. But in talking with Mr. Nabi afterwards, there was the transfer from education fund to the operations fund in January didn't get posted, which showed less expenditure out of the education fund and less revenue in the operations fund. So that has been corrected this month. So with that, you can see in the education fund, we had receipts of about $1.6 million and expenditures with basically 2 months of that $70,000 transfer showing up in this February report of being about $1.6 million as well. So that would have inflated the balance last month, and it would kind of equal out this month. So the balance at the end of February was $1,720,000 and change for the education fund. That is just several $1,000s more than a year ago in the education fund, and represents 9.4% of the 2026 appropriation. So above our target, and especially coming off of a 3-pay month, and we're in pretty good shape there. The operations fund then had a larger than usual revenue stream of about $165,000 in a more typical month of about $560,000 in expenditures. So that balance dropped by about $400,000 to finish around $3.2 million. And then we had no expenditures from either the debt service or the rainy day fund. The total balance across all of those tax supported funds ended February at $5,742,969. And that is about a $220,000 increase from a year ago. Any questions related to that? Or we'll move on to the construction accounts. For the month of February, out of the 2025 first mortgage construction bonds, we paid $111,000 in bills. The vast majority of that, about $80,000, went to Hearton Elko. That was for HVAC equipment that will actually be installed over spring break on the middle school. There are about 16 individual rooftop, like high efficient furnace air conditioning combos. But that was for the material only got billed last month. In addition, we paid some electrical work that was done in the high school over spring break, or over Christmas break, I'm sorry, that was paid in February. And then some of you may have noticed that we had some work going on at the football field. Morton Buildings did some repairs to some of the posts that support across the front where they were sort of rotted at the base, did some repairs out there. So that is what we spent money out of that account last month. So far we spent about $1.5 million, and we have about $5 million balance remaining. The 2024 general obligation bonds, we spent $50,000 in February. That was a portion of an Apple computer equipment lease, I believe, Mr. Nabi. That brings the total spent from that GO bond issue to a a little over $1,060,000. So about $900,000 remains in that pot of money.
Tim, with the HVAC equipment going in, is it safe to say then that the roofing work is completed then?
Yeah, the roofing work, actually the warranty inspection has occurred.
Okay,
We haven't physically received the warranty documentation yet, so we haven't paid, that contract hasn't been closed out yet. And actually the equipment that we're replacing is on the
the
original
older section.
section
Okay.
of the school. The portions that we replaced the roof on were the gym that was added in 1998 and the two-story classroom section from 1998. So this was sort of unaffected, but it's a newer, it's a newer section of roof that is on the area, but it's the original soon-to-be 50-year-old Batesville Middle School building.
Any questions, anybody?
In terms of next steps on that spend, Tim, like, do we have a plan or a roadmap then on like what's prioritized kind of next, or what next steps do we need to take there?
We have, Dr. Eastis and I have had a couple of meetings, so within our office talking through some things that we've had planned. We are going to try to schedule a meeting with Mike Shipp from Fanning Howie to come back down. I know in the past, and sort of open it up to the board's wishes, because we do have quite a few tentative things that are, more end of life, kind of things. And, we always have parking lot repairs and playgrounds and, the whole list. And I know several of you have been, that have been on the board. We've been working from priority lists and, including like our gym HVAC here at the high school. We've had things that have been identified as needs, and we constantly sort of reevaluated and prioritized. I know in the past we've had a subcommittee of board members that have been more involved with those decisions, and or we've done like workshop, like a lunch for the entire board to kind of go through maybe where we've come in the past few years, and then sort of looking at things on the horizon. So I would be open to whatever the board's wishes would be there. But there, with that money and, we don't have to have it all spent, by this summer, but we do have quite a few things that we will try to get done this summer. So as far as doing some final, we've been compiling lists and getting, pricing and to put numbers to different pieces. So yeah, whatever is the best way to work with the board in that regard.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. I think once you guys have the list kind of cleaned up and prioritized and understand the dollars, then yeah, I think just a review with the board would be great. So
Sounds great.
Thank you.
Next, we have patron comments on the agenda.
Ken, you haven't had it today? Nope. We're good?
Okay. We have a few action items. One, we have a BHS FFA field trip. Mrs. Walpe is requesting permission for travel to Lincoln Land Community College in Springfield, Illinois on April 8th and 9th for a livestock judging contest. She wanted me to make sure that because safety is always number one for our board. We have 3 students who are attending and 2 chaperones. So there'll be plenty of supervision for the field trip. So we're asking for approval at this time.
and that was going to be my only question. I know, Katie, with you being new in your role and Melvin filling in at the high school, I just wanted to make sure that, yeah, we're following, all the overnight field trip processes. And so, yeah, as long as we're checking the boxes there, I've got no problem making a motion to approve the overnight request.
Thank you, Jeremy. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Sean. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Our next overnight consideration, Mrs. Cassidy at the intermediate school is planning the BIS Reading Challenge celebration. That is an overnight celebration on Friday, April 17th. This is something they do every 3 years to make sure students at BIS get a chance to do it in their time there. I saw the agenda, and hour by hour, there's great things planned, lots of fun. At least 12 staff chaperones, and I'm sure plenty of parents too. So we're requesting approval at this time.
Does this involve all of the students?
There are 101 students who are
Okay.
most likely going to be able to attend. They have to qualify for it. It's a
Okay,
great question.
Any other questions?
I'll make the motion to approve the BIS Reading Challenge.
Thank you, Larry. Do I have a second?
I would second that.
Thank you, Blaine. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Next on the agenda is approval of the designation of the corporation treasurer, Mr. Nabi, as the second authorized signer for Batesville Middle School ECA accounts. And just to clarify, if anyone else had the same question that I did, I just said why only the middle school, and Mr. Nabi clarified for me that as a district, we are one reporting unit, or the district needs one reporting unit for the State Board of Accounts, and our middle school has been designated as such for our ECA. So we're asking for approval at this time.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the
Thank you, Jeremy. Do I have a
corporation
second?
treasurer.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Larry. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
My favorite part of the agenda, acceptance of donations. We have a few very generous donations. First, for the high school, a donation of $1,000 has been received from Mr. and Mrs. Robin to be used in the ASL classroom. So we're asking for approval of that donation at this time.
Any questions on that?
ASL is that American Sign Language.
That's right. Thank you. Lots of acronyms.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll make that motion to accept the donation.
Thank you, Blaine. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Jeremy. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Another donation for the primary school, $750 has been received from a disability awareness softball tournament organized by the Seminowasaluski family.
There was a teacher who was a softball coach that used to be here, so that her family, I think.
Wonderful. I was determined to say their name.
Yeah.
Not
You did a
an
great
easy
job.
But that very generous donation is to be used in our life skills classroom. So we're asking for approval of that donation at this time.
I'll make that motion to approve
Thank you,
the
Larry. Do
$750.
I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Jeremy. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you. So now we're at the report section of our agenda, and I'd like to talk about a few upcoming dates and events. So we do have our singers heading to state this weekend on Saturday at 7:30 at Franklin Central. Very proud of them. I got to pop in and see their choreography session they were doing today and wish them well. We do have spring break coming up on Friday through March 27th. So we just want to let everyone know to enjoy and be safe. On April 8th through the 10th, we have a Ford NGL visit. Our NGL coaches are coming to the district, and on the 10th, we'll have a PD day for staff, and so there is no school that day. I have to say we're very proud of our boys varsity basketball team for their sectional title and just such a great season. And I just want to thank all of Batesville Community Schools and the community at large for just their warm welcome of me over the last month.
Thank you. Does anybody have any comments?
I just echo what Dr.
Yeah.
Reese has already said with good luck to our faithful singers and excellent work, and congratulations to the boys basketball team. I know, Jeremy, you're frequent at the games. I don't know if you made the trip to regional.
I did.
I did too.
It was
It was good.
It was a great watch. I thought they did exceptionally well. representing the school and playing as, I think they were 27 point underdogs or something like that.
They were
So
expected to be
they did
27.
great. So, a lot to be proud of.
We thought we had it there, Furman. Anything else? Meeting